Hello everyone, welcome back to ProgrammingLearn. Today, I want to give 3 AI agents the exact same prompt and see if they can build a Soulslike game. At least, that's what they're supposed to do. But instead of having each AI build a separate game, I'm going to have all 3 agents work on the same game, one after another. The prompt I'm using for this video is this one. You can find the exact prompt as well as the game created by these agents on my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. First up, we have Hermes. If you don't know Hermes, it's an open source autonomous AI agent developed by Nous Research. Alright, let's send the prompt to Hermes. And now we wait. It took about 8 minutes for Hermes to finish. I opened the game in Firefox and here we go. We have a pretty nice looking menu, but there's one problem. I can't actually enter the game. I tried for about 20 minutes to get it working. I tried running it through a local server, opening the file directly, and basically everything I could think of. But nothing worked. So I went back to Hermes and asked it to fix the problem. This time I opened the game in Opera and still nothing. So instead of wasting more time on the same problem, I decided to bring in the second AI agent, OpenClaw, and see if it could fix what Hermes couldn't. I explained what happened to OpenClaw and told it to improve the project as much as it could. It took about 5 minutes, but all it managed to add was a small animation when clicking the enter button. So I told it that the problem still wasn't fixed. Another 5 minutes passed. And still nothing. So I went straight to Claude Code. At this point, it was my last hope. I simply told Claude Code that I couldn't enter the game. And after a while, it fixed it. The graphics were okay, and the character could move. But I felt like the attack button wasn't actually doing any damage to the enemies. There were also lots of things that could be improved and fixed. So I went back to Claude Code and told it to improve the game as much as possible. Meanwhile, let me tell you a fun fact. I'm not actually using an anthropic model with Claude Code. I'm using a little trick to use the GPT 5.6 model instead. And you can actually use a free model with Claude Code too. I think that might be the topic of my next video. So make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Anyway, let's back to our game. It took Claude Code about 15 minutes to improve the game. It was working really hard and changed a lot of the code. Honestly, I felt much more comfortable with this version. At least, the attacks were actually working this time. There were still some bugs though. For example, when I pressed a space, the character would just sprint forward. And there were a few another weird things like that. Actually, I expected much more from these agents, but I guess this is what we got. This video isn't really a competition, but if it were, I think we all know which one would win. In the next video, I'll show you how you can use this big guy for free. So, subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.